is there a third persona inside of Mark and Steven's head?
We're giving you that answer right now.
There's kind of this theory that I've been talking to you about off air since episode 1, and now it seems like we've kind of solidified that this character will be here eventually, if not next episode, and that's Jake Lockley. That's the third persona of Marc Spector. It's Mark, Steven, and Jake in the comics. We weren't really sure if we're going to see him. I think he's fighting for position right now in the head of Marc Spector, and we've seen it since episode 1. I kind of brought this up to you off air, but now it seems like we could talk about it, which is the date he was supposed to go on, this steak dinner date, right? Back then, it's remember. Oh, was it Mark? But no, now we found out that Mark is married to Layla. He has a complicated past. He's very focused on making sure she doesn't become the next Moon Knight. To me, that's Jake Lockley asking the girl out, having that quote-unquote date to go on, and Steven and Mark messing that up. And then there was a little part in episode 2, the very end, where we see Steven in the mirror of the hotel room, and we think it's Mark who wakes up and is drinking. I don't think we've seen Mark or Steven with an alcoholic beverage in the first 2 episodes.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. So the person that woke up is Jake Lockley.
Exactly. So like the person who's like, where the hell am I? And opens the doors, seems kind of odd that he doesn't know where he is or has never been there or is kind of surprised to see where he is, and is also downing a bottle of whiskey, which we haven't seen, like I said, Steven or Mark drink it all. And obviously now we get to the current episode where there's this massive fight scene, the chase through the city, where Mark doesn't turn into Moon Knight. I wonder if it's because it's not nighttime. It's kind of like the Batman thing. Like
I hope that's not why.
So it might be. It might need the power of the moon to come out. But we see Mark in his mercenary kind of tactical, taking dudes out with knives.
Yeah.
And then we get to a point where he flips through Steven. We go to the airport. He flips back. And then he wakes up and they're all dead. And he's like, that wasn't me. And Steven in his head is yelling at him like, what did you do? And he's like, that was not me. If that is not telling you that this is Jake Lockley coming, I don't know what else does, Rob.
I mean, it makes sense that there's a third alter, right? And when you have Mark who's so focused on his mission of Khonshu and protecting the world, Steven just wants to be himself, and he's just focused on like learning, education, and that kind of realm of just being this innocent little like cinnamon roll. Jake Lockley is like the one that releases all that stress and anxiety, because each alter has their own stress based on their mission or based on what their wants in life. So you need to expel that stress, right? And that's Jake Lockley. Jake Lockley is going to go out boozing, drinking, having a party. He's essentially a cab guy back in the comics. He's going to go hit on the pretty girl to get a date, get some steak, and do his kind of thing. And that, I guess, allows the system to work and be in function. None of them were aware of each other because, again, that barrier is up. Knowledge of that alter wasn't made available to the other ones, and I don't know why. I know in the comics, Marc Spector's mind alters from what it used to be to what it is now when Khonshu touched him, right, and helped him.
Yeah.
Maybe that act of that created another alter that was Seeker, so that way that system could thrive better. I have no idea, but I have to agree, seeing that blood on that knife and with all those dead bodies, makes sense that it's Jake Lockley. I mean, if Marc Spector really needed to intimidate people and wanted to do things, he could do it and he would know, or he would just summon the suit, and we didn't see either of those things.
Yeah, Rob, what I would worry about Jake Lockley is that he, in this show at least, we don't know if he's going to be just like the comic, right?
True.
Is that he is the worst persona of the 3.
Oh, like the villain persona?
Maybe, or the darkest, most messed up part of the 3 of them, right? Because we know Mark's a mercenary. He's not necessarily a bad guy. Obviously, he kills bad people, mostly to not be killed himself.
Yeah.
We obviously know Stephen Grant is this innocent gift shop guy. If Jake is where the anger, the rage, the pain gets let loose, that's going to be very dangerous going forward. And the other question is, does he get his own moniker of the Moon Knight that's brand new to the show? Or can he take over one of the others and kind of make hell and chaos for Mark or Steven going forward?
It could just be that he's a normal guy who's wanting to do this and can do this. He doesn't feel any connection to Khonshu, and that's why Khonshu's not aware. Maybe that's why. And he's like, oh, I'm done. I don't need to be a superhero. I can do things my own. See? And then like you see all the blood and chaos. Thank you guys for watching that video. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed Moon Knight as much as we did. Let us know down in the comments below what you think.
Guys, thanks so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up, like, really helps the channel out a lot. If you are new, subscribe, turn on notifications. You do not want to miss any of our Moon Knight coverage. And if you missed it, it's all over the channel for you. As always, I'm Chris Heller. That's Rob Moran. We're the Jersey Com Crew, and we will see you next time. Later, skaters.